Bonjour YouTube! Hi, my name is Kiko and I'm a Japanese model in Paris. Today I'm making a new video about what 500 dates in Paris taught me, mistakes I would never make. Let's get into the video. Mistake number 1 I would never make again is to accept undefined situations. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. That's the mindset I keep to myself today. It's normal to walk along the gray zone between the black and white, but I think it's also important for women to remember that we also have the right to choose the black and white. Especially these definitions do matter when it comes to pursuing a relationship. And this is not about being okay with the gray zone, but it is about making yourself happy or at least the happiest you can be. So I take the responsibility for myself to only accept the black and white when it comes to defining a relationship. So I will never today make the same mistake to accept the undefined situations. Mistake number 2 I will never make again is asking a guy what we are. I think it should be obvious if a guy is interested in you and he wants to pursue you, you shouldn't be the one that is asking him what you guys are. I believe that when a guy wants something, he will truly show it, or at least makes efforts to show it. So if that's not happening, then there is your answer. And so I will never make the same mistake again to ask a guy what we are, because if it's not clear, then that's your answer. Mistake number 3 I will never make again is low effort dates. It actually makes me laugh because I used to accept low effort dates, and today I will never make the same mistake again, because if a guy asks you out last minute, chances are it's a booty call, or if it's really late, then yeah, it's totally a booty call. And low effort dates also include like a drink, a coffee. I'm talking about dates after maybe you guys meet for the first time. So I'm talking about third date, fourth date. So you guys are kind of getting to know each other. If it's just a drink, then I think it's hard to get to know each other. So it's good to have dinner or lunch, whatever it is, an occasion where you guys can really take time to get to know each other. And that is some kind of date with efforts. However, if it's just a drink or last minute date, I don't think I would make the same mistake again to accept that. But for the first date, it's okay because you don't want to trap yourself in a situation where you can't leave, especially if you don't know the person very well. But generally speaking, I will not make the same mistake again to go on low effort dates. Mistake number 4 I would never make again is to believe time equals to investment. Month means nothing without progression. It's better to know earlier than later because time for women is so precious. So do not assume that just because a man is, texting you over a month, that does not mean he is interested in you or he is serious about you. So realize that time does not equal to investment. Mistake number 5 I will never make again is over-explaining my needs. Studies actually show that women take on more lifestyle changes than men. This really indicates when we women in a relationship, we try to give everything and we really try to even adapt his lifestyle onto ours. So the moment you are explaining your needs, in my opinion, it's not the right match because you have to change him. Chances are he's not gonna completely change. I mean, how many stories have we heard from our girlfriends that their partners are not doing something that they like? So they ask their partners to change their behaviors, yet men just don't change. And I feel like it's a perfect example because studies also show that men like to feel needed, not to be changed. Maybe it's easier for us to change behavior expectations, but it's not gonna be so easy for men to do that. So in my opinion, it's just easier to choose a partner that is speaking your needs, but not always you over-explaining what you need and feeling exhausted. Of course, communication is key in a relationship. So you will have so many moments where you have to communicate your needs with your partner. But I believe there's like a starting point being a little bit more aligned than like not being aligned at all, if that makes sense. So choose a partner that speaks your needs naturally. And if anything changes, you can communicate that with him, but not choose a partner that does not speak your needs at all from the beginning. Mistake number 6, I will never make again. And this one is hilarious, but asking him out, oh my god, this one is so cringe. I will never, never do it today. This one is so cringe. I will never, never do it today. But I remember when I was younger, I would kind of give the vibe around the guy that I was interested in, and I wanted him to ask me out, and I will never do that, because if a guy is not doing it, he is not interested, period, and there's nothing more you can do, and you cannot certainly change a man. If he is not interested, he's not gonna take action on it. Let him do the job, and if he's not doing it, then walk away gracefully. Mistake number 7, I will never make again, is to date from loneliness. This one is very common in Paris. I talked about it in the last video. The truth no one tells you about dating in Paris. I feel like in a big city like Paris, it's so easy to just date people because you feel lonely, you feel like you need to be dating. I don't think loneliness is a great place to date from. So make sure you love yourself, you've got your life going on, and you have friends around. Maybe you are also in touch with your family, and once you're ready, then you can date. But I don't think it's a good idea to date from a place of loneliness, and I will not make this mistake ever again. Mistake number 8, I will never make again, is to ignore my intuition. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. If your intuition is telling you something, please listen to it. I think we have such strong intuitions, and they are there for a reason. So if you feel something, maybe it is time to not make a huge decision, but at least take some time to have some tea with your intuition thoughts, or intuitional thoughts, I should say. Really dig into why you feel the way you feel and coming to a conclusion if you have to make some kind of decision. Mistake number 8, I will never make again, is to date everyone. I think it's so easy in Paris to meet people from literally all over the world, and it's such a beautiful thing. Yet, if you know your goals, if you know who you are, it's also good to have some filters. For example, in my case, I knew I wanted someone who speaks French because I practice my French and I feel good when I speak French, and I like the version of me speaking French because I'm constantly improving my French. I'm constantly improving something about myself, and that's the feeling that I want to keep in a relationship. So once I knew this, finding a partner for me was rather clear because I wanted a francophone, a French-speaking person. The more you know about yourself, the more you have your goals and dreams, it's a little bit easier to choose a partner. Sometimes when you come to such a big city like Paris, it's easy to just, go with the flow and date anyone that you meet along. But I think it's a good thing to know what you want and what you don't want, so you can navigate your dating life in Paris a little bit better. So yes, that's the mistake I will never make again. Last but not least, saying yes to casual fun. This one is not worth it. I mean, it's good to have it as experience, I'm not going to lie, but it will eventually, in the long term, exhaust you. And I assume you are someone that is working in Paris. It's just gonna eat you up, I swear. I remember I had so many shows where I was thinking of the consequences of casual dating, and I wish I was more focused on work, and I wish I had invested my time and energy into content creation like this to help others, to also take care of myself. But oh well, maybe life is not so perfect at the end of the day. I am still grateful for lessons I learned from casual fun that I had. But I will not make this mistake again because it is such a waste of time and energy, especially for women. We don't have like unlimited time until we can have kids and maybe get married. So I'm so grateful that I realized that, and that's the mistake I will never make again. In conclusion, Paris didn't only teach me how to find love, but it taught me how to not waste time. And I am so grateful for it. And life is so short. So please take these lessons from me if you think they are useful. And otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am so glad that you're here and you made it to the end. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel. And please follow me on Instagram. It's Kiko Hirakawa. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Ciao.